Are you tired going through life feeling like you are invisible to girls and maybe they just flat out don't respect you? If that sounds like you, this is the perfect video for you. As in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 big things where if you're doing any of these, girls probably don't respect you. So I want to get started, and the first thing I want to talk about is a girl won't respect you if you are very clingy. So now, this doesn't have to just be in a relationship. This can be just anything. If you have a clingy personality in terms of maybe you get attached too quickly or you fall too fast for girls, this might be you. Especially when you start off, I feel that when you first start off talking to a girl, you definitely need to not be so clingy, not be so needy, not always texting her and calling her and wanting to see her. You have to show her that you have a life outside of her, outside of just dating in general. And that'll make sense when as I talk to the other things that I'm going to talk about in this video. But yeah, being clingy is a big turnoff for girls. And just, being needy, clingy, just don't always, don't blow up her phone. Even if these girls say they want this, they don't. And even if they do, they will get bored of it very quickly. You need to have a mysterious vibe to you. And I don't mean that in a weird way, but you have to kind of keep her guessing. You can't be so predictable because girls get bored with that very easily. And listen, I'm not saying don't be yourself. Be yourself, but stay true to yourself. Don't change what you do on a day-to-day basis. Don't revolve your life around a girl. Pretty much all I'm saying. This can go, like I said, not just for a relationship, but when you're first start talking to a girl, don't be clingy. And even when you are in a relationship, so maybe some of you guys out there that are watching this video, you might be in a relationship. Again, don't be clingy. Again, I'm not saying don't be rude, don't be a jerk to girls, of course, but all I'm saying is, don't sacrifice your time. Don't change your whole, don't make this girl your identity, is basically, I think is a good way to say it. So, that's the first one. The second one is failure to show leadership. Now, I don't mean this in a controlling way. I'm not saying you have to control a girl by any means, but you have to be able to show that you that you take initiative and that you can take charge when things have to be done. And it doesn't always have to be so super serious stuff. And I know girls, they do this where, I can use this as an example. You can ask them where they want to go eat, and they're like, I don't know. A lot of times they'll say that with things like that, and this is something, just a minor example, but just don't even ask the girl where she wants to go. Just tell her where you guys are going. Now, of course, there's going to be the times where they might not like a specific food or whatever, but that's why I would definitely try to figure out what she likes. Again, this is very basic, minor stuff here, but maybe for some of you it might not be, and that's all right. But yeah, just telling her, where you want to go, and just overall just having some type of, just being, confident, really. And that's going to be my next point in a minute. But yeah, just having your head on your shoulders and just being confident in yourself. Right. So that will bring me to my next point is, lack of confidence is, big red flag for when girls are looking at guys. Confidence is huge, and this is not just for girls, it's in life, really. When you're applying for a job, or when you have a friend group, or stuff like that. But yes, with girls, you definitely should be confident. Now, I'm not saying you got to be arrogant or cocky or being self-absorbed, of course not, but having confidence is huge. And regardless of trying to get a girl or not, I think everyone should have confidence. Now, this is something that's not something that you can't gain overnight, but it's definitely something that I would strongly work on, or at the very minimum, just try to, I always say be yourself, but if you have to, just fake it, because here's the thing. people say fake it till you make it, which I don't necessarily agree with it, but here's the thing, especially something with confidence. If you keep faking it, quote unquote, and you keep, telling yourself that you're confident or telling other people and you're doing things that maybe makes you feel uncomfortable or it's out of the norm for you. But here's the thing, with confidence, if you continue to do that, it's not going to be you faking it anymore. It's going to be who you are, and you're going to turn yourself into this confident person without even, realizing it. So confidence is a big one, and this is just good for just men in general to have. But yeah, girls, it's a big thing for them. They want, like I said before, they want leadership. They want a guy that's confident. And again, no means am I saying these things are easy to accomplish and to achieve. But if you find that you're struggling with girls, or maybe, to get a girlfriend, or maybe you keep going through a new girlfriend every couple months, these are definitely some things that I would work on, But yeah, those are, that was number 3. Number 4 is you yourself not having standards. So now, my opinion is it's harder to have standards when you haven't been in a relationship before. But if you haven't been in a relationship before, you can still have standards. And, I would really sit down and figure out what those are, what your values are, what your standards, what you don't like, what you do like. And as you go through life and as you go through relationships, you're going to change them, and you're going to see that your likes and dislikes will change, your values, your standards will change. But it's very important to stand on them. And even if they're, even if you think there might be out there, like maybe you don't like girls that curse all the time. That might not be a super normal one, but if you don't want that, that's okay. And it can be cursing, it could be girls having guy friends, anything like that. Girls that goes to the club, partying, girls' night trips, any of these things that you have, stick to them. And it doesn't matter. Like, you could tell a girl that and she leaves you, fine. You're better off doing that than making yourself unhappy and sticking with the girl and not staying true to yourself, because then you lose who you are. You don't want to lose your identity. You want to stay true to yourself. And a girl will sense that. A girl will see that, and it will lead to her not respecting you. A girl can stay with you and date you, but she doesn't have to respect you. And that's a really bad place to be as a man. So it's better to just be upfront and honest about your standards and values and what you want in a relationship and just in life in general. And that way you can kind of get those girls that don't align with your standards out of the way. That way you don't have to waste time. You don't want to waste time with girls that you don't see a future with and you don't feel the fit is right. So yeah, that's number 4. And the last thing I want to talk about is overall just not having a lack of ambition or drive. Now, I'm not saying you have to be some type of multi-millionaire person. I'm not by any means. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to do something crazy, extravagant, or extraordinary. And you don't even have to have life figured out. A lot of us don't. I'm included in that. I don't have life figured out either. But, it's good to be chasing after something. It's good to have a good work ethic and be, have some type of direction in life, have that drive, be ambitious towards something, whatever you're working on, whether it's a career you're pursuing, maybe you're in college, maybe you're going to trade school, maybe you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to grow a business, any of these things you're working, freelancing, whatever it is, just whatever you're doing, show that you're passionate about it. Because here's the thing, if you're not, like, whatever you're doing in life, if you don't have drive to do it, if you don't have ambition to do it, you probably shouldn't be doing it, and you should look to shift gears to something else. Because again, girls, they want to see that. Girls are designed to, they want to mate. They want someone that has a future for themselves, and it's the truth, unfortunately, but that's girls, that's what they look for. It's not a bad thing. And again, it's all these things that I said, really, that I talked about, is just going to help you overall in life in the long run, regardless if it's dealing with girls or not. It's just to help you become a better man, really. And I still work on all these things every day because, like I said, I'm not perfect, and none of us are. So it's always important to always, work on your flaws and see what you can improve on in life. And I'm telling you, these 5 things, they will help you a ton with the girls. And yeah, chances are if you do any of these 5 things, girls probably don't respect you. So that's all right. That's what we're here to work on. So if you have any questions, any comments, please leave them down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.